The latest White House coronavirus task force report revealing the United States is reaching historic highs for COVID-19 cases. The deadly virus spreading at record-setting rates. Just yesterday, our country surpassed 100,000 hospitalizations, the highest since the pandemic began. And here's some more concerning statistics. Georgia remains in the red zone for a fourth straight week. And that White House report came out a few days before we saw a huge leap in new cases yesterday. Check it out here. The state reporting more than 4,000 infections. This puts Wednesday in the top 10 for single-day new cases in Georgia since the start of the pandemic. 32 more people died from COVID, pushing Georgia's death toll to just over 8,800. And yesterday, the U.S. recorded its highest number of deaths in a single day with more than 2,600. Health officials are bracing for the worst, warning that with more holidays around the corner, the surge will only grow. Mara Siriani live in Atlanta, breaking down the dangers and the warning you need to hear.
Well, health officials say that surge in COVID cases is likely to get worse through Christmas, through the new year. They say, unfortunately, there are consequences to the gatherings and also traveling that we saw during Thanksgiving. So obviously the holiday season is in full swing. And even though COVID has prevented the usual crowds and shoppers from coming out, the Georgia Department of Public Health confirmed 4,000 new cases, as Sheba mentioned, of the virus just yesterday, the highest rate of new infections since August. Experts fear the recent jump is a sign of what's to come.
December and January and February are going to be rough times. I actually believe they're going to be the most difficult time in the public health history of this nation.
And with these new cases, again, at an all-time high, hospital capacity and bed capacity is also a concern. So again, these health experts are just asking you to do your part, keep those gatherings small, and of course, wear a mask.
All right, Mara, and as a vaccine for the virus could be approved and ready in just weeks, many are worried about taking a brand new vaccine. Former Presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton have all agreed to get an approved vaccine to show you that it is safe, and they say they'll do it on camera. Many experts believe the FDA is getting very close to approving one or more. A CDC panel says healthcare workers and people living in long-term healthcare facilities will be the first to get the vaccine once it's approved. That's their recommendation. And coming up tonight on Up Late, we'll have exclusive poll results on COVID-19 in Georgia, including how likely you are to get vaccinated once a vaccine is available. That's tonight at 11 on Up Late.